Hi, Jackson at Song Mentor. In 1974, Harry Chapin released a song called Cats in the Cradle. Now, this was based on a poem his wife Sandy had written about the relationship between her former husband and his dad. The song is very close to anybody that's been a dad if you've listened to it carefully, and probably should be prerequisite listening for all dads. My memory of this song goes back to the Mike Douglas show. I remember watching this show live, and a child actor by the name of Mason Reese was on the show, and he had to be all of 8 years old or 9 years old. And Harry Chapin was on the show as well, performed the song, and Mason Reese just was in tears at the end of the song, and everybody was trying to console him. He was just that precocious and sensitive that he understood what this song was about, and he felt it to the core. Harry Chapin actually said this song scares him to death, but it is a beautiful song. So here's Harry Chapin's Cats in the Cradle. Okay, well, Harry Chapin's Cats in the Cradle is a song that was recorded in the key of F, and the intro is fairly complicated finger-picking work with a capo way up in the 8th fret, and then played in an A formation. Just to simplify things, make it easier to sing, easier to play as a song for Song Mentor, and also in agreement with most of the chords that are available if you check this out on the internet. We're going to just drop it down half a step and play this song in the key of E. Right there. Nice and comfortable. So first things first, let's check out the chords you need for Cats in the Cradle. You need an open E major. You need an open G chord. An open A. An open D. You need a barred B minor. And we're going to sneak a bar F sharp minor in there as well. Okay, so I think I counted 6 chords. E, G, A, D, B minor, F sharp minor. That's it. Let's figure out how to put them together. Okay, let's start with a nice reworked intro for this, and in the key of E, we're going to begin like this. That's all based on that E chord. I'll show you what's happening with the right hand here. Strum the E chord, then 2 picks down on the open B note. Well, that's a C sharp. Because all I'm doing with my left hand here is I'm just flattening this out so that instead of being an open B string, my pinky actually comes down and covers that. Okay, so it covers it and then lifts it off again. So and that's plucking the D string, which is an E note. And then I'm going to flatten out again to play the A note on the G string. Okay, you want to practice that a few times. At the second half of that little intro, I'm just going to pick. I'm just going to pick in the E formation. I'm just going to pick down on the 3rd string, 4th string, and then 3rd string again. And then I'm going to play 3 chords, and they are a D, an F sharp minor, and an open E. So it goes like this. Again. Now we're going to play a little riff down. This is to simulate the strings that are playing in Harry Chapin's version. Okay, and that's just second fret, open, second fret, open, pull, pull, open. And you're pulling on the G note. You're pulling a little bit, bending it. And then we're just going to play that chord progression one last time. Okay, so putting the whole thing together. All right, let's focus on the general strumming pattern for the song. So it's pick, pick, down. It's a quick down, up. Pick, pick, strum, down, up, pick, pick, strum, down, up, pick, pick, strum, down, up. Okay, now there's going to be spots where it's going to be, and you'll hear that, those single strum kinds of things. I don't have to go over that. I'm sure you'll hear them as we progress through the song. So there's the general strumming pattern. Just one more little bit I have to show you before we can move into playing. The intro and a verse and a chorus, and that is just this little second half of the verse. And we're using a D chord to start this, and then we're going to play a little variation on some things. So okay, so starting with the D, you can pick through that D a little bit. Now I'm going to pick my pinky finger and put it on because the progression down here is the bass line, if you like, and that's what we're trying to recreate with our picking pattern. Again. To show you what the right hand is doing. And one more time. All right, well, I hope you've taken a moment to learn some of the stuff we've covered, the intro, the strumming pattern, little picking things. And let's put that all together now, and what we'll do is we'll go from the beginning, we'll do the intro, a verse, and a chorus. Child arrived just the other day. He came to the world in the usual way, but there were planes to catch and bills to pay. He learned to walk while I was away, and he was talking for I knew it, and as he grew, he said, I'm gonna be like you, yeah, you know I'm gonna be like you. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man in the moon. When you're coming home, Dad, I don't know when, but we'll get together then, son. You know we'll have a good time then. Okay, you may have noticed when I ended the first chorus, I went back into. Okay, and that happens twice more, but in between the third and the fourth verses, there's this wonderful string arrangement, this big time sounding string arrangement, and it goes like this. It's going to be sort of more of a power chord kind of thing in terms of how you strum it anyway. We're going to play G, D minor, D, E, and then reverse those two middle chords, G, D, B minor, E. Okay, and that's really adds a lot to the song to have that little bit in there. All right, well, to finish this off, let's go to the beginning of the third verse, and then we'll do a chorus, and then we'll do that little bridge part I just showed you, and then we'll go into the fourth verse and end the song. Well, he came from college just the other day, so much like a man just had to say, son, I'm proud of you, can you sit for a while? He shook his head and he said with a smile, what I'd really like, Dad, is to borrow the car keys. See you later, can I have them, please? And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man in the moon. When you're coming home, Dad, I don't know when, but we'll get together then. You know we'll have a good time then. Well, I've long since retired, my son's moved away. Called him up just the other day. Said I'd like to see you, if you don't mind. He said I'd love to, Dad, if I can find the time. You see, my new job's a hassle and the kids have the flu, but it's sure nice talking to you, Dad. It's been sure nice talking to you. And as he hung up the phone, it occurred to me, he'd grown up just like me. My boy was just like me. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man in the moon. When you're coming home, son, I don't know when, but we'll get together then. You know we'll have a good time then. Okay, just a couple fine-tuning things. Notice at the very end when I repeated the intro, the final three chords weren't D, F sharp minor, and E, but D, B minor, and D. Okay? And the only other thing for fine-tuning is, learn all the little guitar bits really well with this, because you really want to focus on singing this and dynamics. Sing it from the heart. It's hard for me to almost do this song without getting a little emotional. It's that tugging of a song. Okay, that's Cats in the Cradle on Song Mentor. We'll see you next time.